I was sitting back and just watching a couple of things, and I saw that a lot of people were online laughing and giggling about um, the end of SNAP benefits for certain people, and some of us are going to be okay, regardless. But I have a message for a lot of the fake ass Christians that are out here running around and celebrating these things. Um, And it brings to mind when I used to do my radio show with Sean. I would say, Sean, do you think it's possible that some of these people really aren't Christian at all? They may even be atheists because they seem to relish in people's misery, which would be in contradiction to the so-called religion that they profess to be a part of. And so I wanted to put out this rant in between doing some of my other work because I wanted to give people a little bit of a lesson here. Not in economics for one, and then some societal results of what happens when people don't eat. First of all, if SNAP benefits stop people, I want you to consider something. Say it goes on for the foreseeable months, 1 month, hell, even 2 weeks. For those who understand how the supply chain works, they're going to say that could be catastrophic. So I want you to think about if a whole month goes by and people don't have money to buy food or means to purchase food, the food on the shelf doesn't move. The supplies don't move. They're still there. So what happens is there's no dwindling of the resources. So there's no need to rebuy anything. It's still sitting there and it's probably spoiled or even worse. The people who work there may not be able to get paid long because the revenue that even SNAP benefits provides, because it still amounts to monetary compensation, is no longer there. So you have not just the mom and pops or the corner stores that could possibly feel the brunt of it. Even major food chains could feel the brunt of it. And when and actually it could affect prices as we go on. But let's move on a little bit beyond that. If there's no need to buy or to replenish groceries and supplies, toilet paper, and everything else that these stores sell, there's no need to call the trucking companies and say, hey, I need you to bring me some shit, because we don't need the shit. It's gone. I mean, it's still here. We don't need it. So now you have a backup in the supply chain. And you may have people who have, because, well, we don't need our trucks moving, we may have to lay some people off until it comes back. And there's a whole lot of these companies that receive they have federal contracts, and so their contracts are just not being paid. And so it brings me to this final thing, this final issue is employment and crime are natural concomitants for those who don't know that. So when people can't eat, they're going to find a way to eat. And you may laugh and think it's funny, and everybody talks about their weapons or what have you, but don't forget, criminals carry guns too. And desperate people may carry guns too. And the first law of nature is to survive. And you don't want an entirely desperate or a large portion of your population to be desperate to eat and or survive. So I just wanted to throw this rant out here. I got work I got to get done. I have a couple of things I need to get filed. But I just wanted to throw it out there because I see too many people on social media who seem to be celebrating this potential upcoming chaos as if there's no blowback. That being said, peace, and I'm out.